Alright. Chronicles of Vechaunus, the Forerunners. Chapter 1, the Town of Zagahta. The year is 4375 SC, and it is a time of hope and prosperity. It's been over 1,000 years since the Shadowsoul War, which plunged the entire world of Vechaunus into war with the dark forces of the Betrayer. With the evil forces banished, civilization is booming. Entire races have begun to create and expand and make their mark on the world, with the great gnomish tinkerers inventing their teleportation circle, a newer, faster mode of transportation. The desert continent of Qutis has made its way on the map as the most important and technologically advanced location in Vechaunus. Many adventurers, entrepreneurs, and inventors, and even villains, have become attracted to the harsh desert. Some of these descriptions fit the current party of adventurers who have come to Quintus, each with their own hopes and goals. Will the desert prove too much for them? Will they burn up under the intense heat of the Sunasta? Or will they become heroes of legend, adding their names to the songs and tales told of other great adventurers and leaders of old?
Agreed, Kyrath. We will become legends and all, where our stories will be told, forever around the campfire, to lift the hearts of one and all.
Your voice is all messed up, bro.
Yeah, I know.
You all find yourselves crouched down behind large desert rocks under the cover of twin midnight moons, Alpha and Omega. The heat has dissipated, but not entirely, leaving you all in a comfortable night air. Some of you are peeking out behind your cover to look out below the ledge you are all perched on to see the entrance of a cave. The cave is known as Strile's Den. About 2 days ago, the group of you arrived at the medium-sized trade town of Zagahta, along with an entire group of caravanners, headed by Winter's uncle and aunt and uncle, Neoleth and Cecilia Netheram. You have been traveling with this caravan for about 3 weeks, and in that time you braved the desert heat, and as well as sandstorms and cold winter nights. You also encountered bandits and the occasional giant scorpion attack, but eventually you all developed a kindred bond for the adventuring life, and decided that traveling to the desert of Quintus was better in large group than alone. You decided to stay together after you finished escorting the Netheram caravan. Upon entering the town of Zagahta, you all rested for about 2 days, getting to know the town and its people, the shops, and the like. Some of you decided to stay with the caravanners during the night. They will be staying at the town for the next month trading before moving off to the next town. As for the rest of you, you found your way to the glorious Crimson Force Tavern, where the service has always been friendly and their price is reasonable. But after this resting period was over, you all decided to start looking for some work, as the caravanners only pay you during travel and not for resting in town. That is how you find yourselves outside Strile's Den, a network of caves that have recently seen a large number of troglodytes take up residence within. Normally no one would care about strange denizens living in long-abandoned caves, but in this case, the trogs are causing a bit of an issue for the local lemon farmers. Lemon farming is the town's largest source of income, and the trogs have been raiding the farmers' storehouses and hurting their profits. In response, Assistant Mayor Heartgaze put out a missive asking for brave adventurers to clear out the cave with trogs and ensure that they no longer steal from the lemon farmers, promising the entire party 60 silver total upon completion. So as you all stare at the entrance, you watch as a single firelit brazier flickers, revealing a single trog standing guard. You all make plans for the coming adventure. What would you all like to do?
I would like to attempt to make some magic bandages.
Alright, that's easily done.
What is the name of this cave again? Striver's Den?
Strile's Den. I will put a link for that. I will put the name down. Curiosity whips up some bandages, hiding crouched behind one of the rocks.
And what did you say they're doing? They're stealing the lemons?
Yes, so the troglodytes, which you would all know, seeing this current creature standing in front of the cave, they're these small lizard-like men. Probably stand a little bit shorter than 5 feet. Not terribly bright, but they have been causing a problem for local farmers. They never attacked anyone. No one's been hurt. But the storehouses for the lemon farmers have been raided on several occasions, and they've lost a large quantity of their lemons.
Seems like kind of a strange thing for them to be stealing. To me.
I guess they really like lemons.
Well, would I know anything about them, or do these sorts of creatures exist on Rose of Deshawn?
Go ahead and make a natural lore check.
Okay, how do I do this?
So natural lore is under intelligence focus. If you don't have natural lore, just roll your intelligence.
Okay.
You're not terribly familiar. Really, this is the first time you've ever heard of troglodytes, and what you know of them is pretty much what Mayor Hartgraves, or Assistant Mayor Hartgraves, told you.
Okay, out of character, I have no idea about them either. But I do have natural lore, so I'm wondering if I should.
You can go ahead and roll if you like. Okay, Curiosity and Vinda, you both, through very research and living on Quintus, have come into knowledge that troglodytes, they tend to keep to themselves. They're usually small, nomadic tribes. One tribe does not answer to another tribe, and they mostly have no relationship with each other. But they do travel in these communities. They're smarter than goblins, but that's really not saying a lot. And they mostly thrive in heated desert areas. Vinda, you know, just from living here, troglodytes don't have a sense of darkness or light. It doesn't make a difference to them. They can see clearly in both.
Do you tell all of us all this stuff?
Yeah.
I assume if you guys want to tell them that you've had plenty of time to talk on your way here, as the Striles Den is only about a mile out from Zagahta, and you guys sort of waited for nighttime to kind of sneak up on them. And so you've had plenty of time to talk.
Do I know any additional piece of information because I have the novice lore talent?
Oh yeah, that.
Oh, let me think here. You know that even though they're in a tribe, they usually answer to a single person, usually a king of some kind, and they take their orders directly from him. And if he dies, it usually puts them into chaos for quite a while.
I make 3 potions, 2 heroic offense and 1 heroic aura.
When you're sitting behind the rocks? Okay.
And another question: does the assistant mayor want us to eliminate, as in kill, or just stop them from reclaiming lemon or stealing the lemons?
The way she sees them is little more than rats, so she wants you to basically kill every single one you find in there and just clear out the den.
So she wants us to be murder hobos.
In her mind, the town's major source of income is from the lemons, and this is cutting into that. And since the town is a trade town, it's kind of a big deal. So, whatever means you can to make sure that they do not come back is what she wants. I will say real quickly, for curiosity and harmony, there isn't a way to differentiate between your body physically glowing and how far you can see. So what you're currently seeing on your character is you are glowing. Fortunately for this, it doesn't matter because, like I said, they don't see a difference between light and day. It's all the same to them. But I just wanted to make you aware that circle of light around you is your body glowing. It's not how far you can see.
No, I can't actually see
Yeah, I
anything.
can't see anything either.
It's just black.
I see all blackness.
I wasn't going to say anything till now, but okay.
Guys, you have to tell me.
I thought it was supposed to be like that.
Yeah, I thought so too.
No,
Up
it's
until
not.
this point, we had no reason to suspect it wasn't supposed to be like this.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, okay. It told me it was working. Apparently it's not.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, so far, Ari, it literally, I just see his token and that's it. I don't even see the fire you mentioned, and it was like, okay, I'll take your word for it.
I don't see anything.
I think killing this entire group of creatures is an inappropriate response to theft. I think that's a pretty severe escalation.
Yeah.
She said they've never committed any violence.
Yeah, that's a little severe.
Don't want to be murder hobos.
Well, perhaps we can simply scare them away then.
What was that voice?
Curiosity's voice.
Hi, Jilla.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
a good
no.
idea. What did you think of that?
I like it. And someone tell me if you see anything at any point. This is stupid.
Nope, I still see.
Do you have the has sight box checked on the tokens?
Yeah. Do I need to change the angle or the multipliers or...
Wait, so the has light is checked and the also emitting light is activated?
Yeah.
That's weird. Did you put any angle in there, or is the angle thing just blank?
The angle is blank. Do I need to put something in that?
No, if it's blank, it should be 360. What? So there's two different numbers for the radius of the light. What did you put for those two?
For you, I put 30 feet by 30 feet and 360 degrees.
I guess that should work. What if you put 30-15 in there instead of 30-30? Because the second number is like where the brightest part of it is. I don't know if maybe those numbers can't be the same.
Can you see anything?
Nope.
Then nope, that's not it.
Is there
I'm going to try
thing
refreshing
to
the page to see if it's...
assign this to the characters, being able to control them or whatever? The tokens?
Well, let me try. I don't understand. I got this to work for Legends of the Rim. I don't know why it's not working now. I hate this thing.
If you control L click on one of us, does it look like we have sight?
Yeah, it does. That's the thing that's tripping me up, is when I control L, you guys are great. I see everything.
Reloading my page.
And the map page itself has the proper setup for the
I
line
have.
of sight, light, and everything.
This is what I have checked: Fog of War, Advanced Fog of War, Dim Light Reveals, Dynamic Lighting, Enforce Light of Sight, and Restrict Movement.
Oh. Well, I think we might not be able to see anything because the Fog of War is on.
Yeah, I don't think you can use Fog of War.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Something
Yeah, Fog
happened.
of War is completely independent of the light part.
Okay. I literally don't know what I would do without you, Kylar. You always figure it out. Thank you.
I mean, Kyrath.
I can see that there's a grid now.
Kyrath. I met Kyrath. Yep. I know, you guys. I know who's who.
It is still considered Kai because we're not 100% certain if Kylar and Kyrath are just two different people, but
No, it's worse for me. I should have it down. My brothers are twins. I should be able to differentiate. Anyway. Yeah, can you all see now?
I can.
yes.
No.
Great.
Do I have to refresh or something?
Try refreshing.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, never mind. Your thing is screwed up. Let me fix it for you.
Ah.
That I can see is what's wrong. There you go.
Ah, there we go.
Right, with all that out of the way. Let's get back to the roleplay. You guys were discussing the morality of the lemon stealers.
I feel it would behoove us to at least ascertain why they are pilfering these particular fruits.
Maybe you should go ask them.
I don't know. They seem like a vermin to me.
Oh yes, Eagle, out of character. Completely out of character. Your magic was air and fate, if I remember right?
Yeah.
Okay, just trying to make sure.
You guys know you can role play in Discord, right?
Yeah, I was just doing it in there because you guys were talking about the fixing the light.
Oh, that's fine. Just make sure everyone knows you can.
No, we're just gonna painfully slowly type out every single thing our characters are saying. We're just gonna be like, Discord doesn't matter anymore. We're just gonna use Roll20, but without the voice or anything.
Other than frightening them off or asking them politely to leave, the only thing I could think of is killing them all.
We could just ask.
Yeah, that's what I said. That was my second idea.
Yeah, because if we just scare them off, they might resettle still nearby, and that would not solve the problem.
Ari will whisper quietly to Vinda, "Are you ready?" I'm also assuming Vinda is probably fluttering close by to my head.
Yeah, what's going on?
I asked if you are ready.
Meaning,
Meaning I'm going to try something very stupid. Are you ready for anything?
should I hide?
That is entirely up to you, my dear.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna hide in the necklace.
And yeah, that would be my next question. How high is this ledge that we're on?
It varies from place to place, but where you guys are, it's about 5 feet up above the what would be the ground. However, the cave network in front of you is like kind of a large hill that's about 30-40 feet tall above you. So, but the actual cave entrance is on ground level.
Well, why don't we all just fly, or, I mean, jump for most of you down there and see if that fellow at the entrance wishes to speak with us?
You can do what you want.
All of us?
I'll keep an arrow trained on its head.
Alright, in that case, can I stealth up there?
I certainly try.
Alright, and that's dexterity?
Yeah, dexterity stealth if you have it.
No, I don't have it trained, but I do have plenty of dexterity. Six stunt points. Wow.
Okay. Okay, so go ahead.
I just want to have aimed and be ready when he goes out.
Okay. Ari, you can go ahead and move your token kind of where you want to be and describe what you do.
I will gently and gingerly scoot forward. 1, 2, 3. Movement is what? 5, 6 squares?
What's your speed?
10 plus... it'd be 11.
Okay. You can move about, yes, you can move like 3 squares. You have about 3 feet, or 30 feet. Okay.
About here, kind of gingerly, in a non-aggressive manner, as stealthily as I can.
Place-filled necklace. What are you trying to do?
So as you sort of slide down and very carefully try not to disturb too much sand and approaching, the rest of you and Ari, you notice the drug quickly picks up. It kind of stands a little straighter and it picks up its spear and holds it tighter to it. And you can see it sniffing the area around it. And it kind of catches a whiff of you, and immediately as you stand in front of it, locks eyes with you, and it picks up its spear, and it kind of stares at you, and it points it at you.
Easy, friend, easy. I just had a few questions. I noticed your fire and wish to warm myself over here.
Stranger not allowed. Stranger bad.
What if I did not want to be a stranger? What if I wanted to be your friend?
No friend, no friends, only trogs.
Can I not be a friend to a trog?
Make a persuasion check. Guys keep rolling the exact same numbers. It looks at you Only king sends friends. Only king allows entry.
Can I meet your king?
No, not here. Not here.
Well, of course not here. Your king wouldn't want to meet by the fire outside his domain. I figure we would probably meet somewhere of his choosing.
Trog looks a little confused, like it doesn't really know how to respond.
Where would your king be so that I might meet him? Peacefully, of course.
Trog King at home. Trog King not in dirty cave.
Ah, that's good. That's good. One more question. Why are you harvesting the lemons of the nearby town?
It, again, kind of looks confused, and this time it sort of turns its head like a confused dog and kind of looks at you.
The fruits of the nearby town. I was wondering why they are going, or why, if you or your people have any idea as to why they are going missing.
It still looks confused at you. No, Fru here.
We didn't happen to pick up a lemon, on our way over here, did we?
I don't know, did you? Make an intelligence check. See if that's something you would have thought of. Ari, you make the check.
That's what I did. That was a 13. Oh, connection got disconnected.
Okay. So yeah, I'll say you have one in your pocket.
Okay, in that case I will pull it out and say, tell me, why, where are you, do you know what this is?
Its head immediately rights itself and it stands up straighter and it looks almost giddy. Ah, yellow squishies! Yellow squishy!
Ah, so you like yellow squishies. In that case, perhaps you can answer a few questions about it.
It almost seems mesmerized as you hold it in front of his face. He's like, there's like a Labrador, just like there's spittle coming down his side of his face and he just stares at it. Question for Squishy?
Yes, you answer this question, I will give you this squishy. Why do you like squishies?
Better than moldy bread, nasty meats.
And with that, I will toss it at him gingerly so he can catch it.
He immediately drops his spear and jumps up and catches it with both hands and holds it there. And he just stares at it, and he stares back at you. And then he turns around almost like he's half ashamed and just starts gorging on it with half of his back turned to you.
I would have figured as such. Alright, my friend. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know what information you do have. I bid you a good night, and,
You work with him, too? You work with Lady?
With Lady? Huh, I don't know of a lady. Is she the one who asked you to go find these squishies?
No. Trog finds Squishy, but we serve Lady.
Oh, okay. So you served the lady. Is she here in the cave?
No. Boss man here, not Lady. And then, as it's eating, it stops, and its eyes go wide and says, "Oh, not supposed to speak about Lady. Not supposed to speak about boss man." And he picks up his spear again. "You leave. I get in trouble. You leave."
Don't worry. I will leave. And your secret is safe with me. You didn't speak to me about any of this, right?
No.
And with that, Ari will do a formal bow and slowly back off, cautiously.
Keeps an eye on you for a little while, but eventually what remains the lemon tempts him too much, and he turns back around and starts eating it again.
And I will return to the party and pretty much explain what I found, or relay what I found out. It appears that they are at least enjoying the fruit. It seems to be almost a treat for them, which lemons are lemons, one would expect such, but their boss man, apparently whoever they take orders from, is here as well. There's also a lady that he made mention of that I'm not entirely certain where she is or what her role in this is.
Were this boss man and lady troglodytes as well?
I have I get the indication that they are not.
Yeah, even the boss man seemed to be separate from the king.
Yes. The king of the troglodytes is elsewhere, and apparently they are over here under orders from the boss man and the lady.
Either way, this is going to turn into a fight.
Violence does seem to be inevitable, as at least in some way we will have to confront this boss man and figure out what's going on.
Then may I, as he gestures to his arrow that he is prepared to fire.
I would say no. He has not shown any aggression towards me other than protecting his home and doing his duty. In about 10 minutes that may be different, but right now I would say no.
Gorm scowls a bit. They're just vermin. We should get rid of them like we're going to be paid to.
We were paid to stop them from taking the lemons. One way or another we can do that. I would prefer as peaceful of a resolution to this as we can, but I understand if violence must be.
Well, if the troglodytes are going to take orders from this lady person and boss man, we just need to find out who they are and tell them to order the troglodytes to leave this place alone.
That is very true.
The question is, how do we find out who they are? You said the boss man was inside the cave, but we can't exactly get inside without violence. But the lady's not. But they still have to be getting orders from her somehow. What if we tailed them as they went on their lemon raids? Try and keep an eye out for any contact they have with anything else.
Or we could just bribe them with more lemons.
I like that idea.
That sounds like a better idea than slaughtering everybody.
Do you see how fast that guy's disposition changed when, Barry, I don't know how to say your dude's name.
You can either shorten it to day spell or go with airy. Like an airy breeze or something like that.
Or Barry without the B.
I'm just gonna point out that I picked a super easy to pronounce, obvious name.
Yeah.
Did you notice how quickly that thing's disposition changed when Ari offered him that lemon?
That is also a good point. He was very amicable after that.
Brief,
Yeah. It was almost cute.
Except for the slobber part.
I did say almost.
I think we should go back to town and get a couple bags of lemons and bring them back with us.
Zeri, do we know when they've been raiding the lemons? Do they raid at night or during the day, or how does that work?
Just for the heck of it, why don't you roll me an intelligence check, just to see how much you might have been asked or told. Remember?
Oh, great. Me rolling an intelligence check. That's gonna go great.
Would you prefer me to? I've been rolling so far, and they've been really great, which means it's going to be bad here in a minute.
No, Harmony asked the question. He gets to roll.
Okay.
Hey, that's a pretty good roll.
So you do remember that in the conversation with the assistant mayor, she mentioned that they first started seeing troglodytes about a month ago, and some of the farmers would mention that some of their stuff have been going in the night. But recently, in the last couple of weeks, it's almost like they've gotten bolder, and like people in the afternoons have seen troglodytes just boldly walking into the farm and just running off with bags of lemons. One or two brave farmers will scare them off, but most just try and report them to the guard, and by the time the guard get there, they're long gone.
And you said they're not picking them off the trees. They're going right to the storehouse and taking them out of there.
Oddly enough, no, they don't go and pick them off the trees. They go to the storehouses.
Do they walk past lemon trees to get to the storehouse to steal lemons?
You haven't been to the farms, so you wouldn't exactly know that. But they're not too far away. And I mean, it's kind of hard to hide lemon trees, so you can assume that they probably know that the lemon trees exist.
I'd imagine the storehouses would be like on the farms right next to the trees. Pretty much.
And they're pretty short creatures. Lemon trees might be difficult for them to get to.
True. And if the farm is big enough, then maybe even surrounded by trees.
Oh, is this the only entrance to the cave, or are there other entrances?
Part of coming here is you guys did do a little bit of scouting, and this is there are several caves. This is a network of caves, but this is the only one you found with trogs in it.
Okay, so as far as we know, this is the only entrance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so keeping an eye out to see if any raiding parties come through would feasibly work.
I will point out it's like midnight for you guys right now.
Hey, Ari, what was the name of the lady that sent us on this quest?
That would be the Assistant Mayor Heartgraze.
Wait, it's Heartgraze? I thought it was Heartgrave.
I'll put it down.
I heard graze, but it could be grave with the V.
It's actually with a PH. Grave.
Why is your name so hard for this group?
We just like to have it written down in our notes.
Yeah.
It's also a lot harder not in person because the distortion.
It's heart gaze.
Okay, you said it.
Everybody fails.
Okay, you said it
Nobody
that way
fails.
the first time, and then I heard you say it again, and I could have swore there was an R. Okay, my bad though.
Just wait till you find out her first name. No, I'm gonna have to write it all down.
I kind of want the... What was the name of the town again?
It's coming next.
I wrote it down as Zagahta.
That was in the description, guys. Come on.
I started taking notes after that page went away. So.
Yeah.
Zagahta.
So close. I missed the H when I was trying to remember how it was spelled.
It's bad. Bad role playing. Always take notes from the very first thing.
Can anybody, if I can tell you what year it is, do I get special privileges?
Yes, you do.
It's 4375 SC.
There you go. What does SC stand for?
Since creation.
It does. You get extra XP.
See, ladies and gentlemen?
Well, that was the easy part. I could have told you that.
It's also been 1,000 years since the Shadow War.
Are we going to kill these trolls or what?
They're not trolls.
Troglodytes, and several of us, or at least several of us, are advocating a peaceful solution.
Well, if you all want to spend your money on lemons, then fine, but I would rather just put an arrow through the head and be done with it.
I'm willing to bet lemons are cheaper than arrows.
Yeah, let's not do that.
You can make new arrows as long as you recover the heads.
Oh, well, I didn't count on you knowing how to make arrows. That is pretty cool.
If you guys would like to look, the lemon farms are not too far away from here. You kind of have a general sense of where they are. You could go and see if, there's a farmer or someone who would be willing to give you some.
It is 12 o'clock at night. Hello? Can we have some lemons right now?
Farmer has insomnia. You don't know.
I'm gonna snatch him off the tree and
I
I'll pay him
want to
tomorrow
wait
for him.
till tomorrow.
If we're going to wait till tomorrow for a more peaceful solution, can I look around the ground here and see if there's anything to see? Since we have a couple of flashlights, angels around here.
I would like to sneak around and attempt some tracking as well to see if I can find any tracks and what sort of tracks there are around.
Okay, give me a tracking check.
And I would like to do so, not getting close enough to be seen.
Yeah, that's fine. And then, who wants to do the looking around?
That would be Barry, aka Airy.
I look around too.
Okay, those who are just looking around, looking at the area, go ahead and give me a perception searching.
I clicked the wrong button. That's not supposed to be intelligence. I'll hit perception.
Okay, that's a really good roll, Gorm. So, you quickly find tracks. Even though most of them, being in the desert and all, probably get washed away pretty quickly. But you do see a pretty steady flow of what look to be troglodyte tracks, and you kind of get this based on what you've looked on at the creature in front of the the entranceway. Which, by the way, as you have all been talking, that particular creature has gone inside the cave, and a new one has come out and is just standing there. It doesn't seem to be more alerted than the previous one was. And as you check the tracks, it's a pretty steady flow. Most of them go towards the general direction of what you know to either be Zagahta or the Lemon Farm. And there really isn't much else besides those tracks. It's really, this place, oddly enough, these networks of caves are really not heavily trafficked. You don't even find, like, other sort of creatures that would be inhabiting such places like this. It only seems to be troglodyte tracks and, of course, your own.